It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game.
The action is only moments away
on Sunday Night Primetime.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute. As the kids like to say, I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league. And we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing here is Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. That one on target for Williams. He's got it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That'll be batted down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Levante David doing his work on defense. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. Now, Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This a 42-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Slot receiver headed right. On second down, Baker. He will find his man. That's the rookie from Ohio State. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And it's fourth down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Working free downfield, it is Williams. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because It doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions are out to a 10-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. To return is Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense about ready to get going on their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second down throw from Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
It's Riley Dixon coming on now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. That's caught by Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but You know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. There's Evans. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Baker to throw. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They motion the slot man left. Throwing is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. A pass pulled in by Irving. And the Buccaneers are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. A gain there of 13 yards.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Now Mayfield. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Cade Otten. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucks are on the board. It's 10-7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. On 1st down, it's Goff. Wow. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he will take this one across into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Lions will get out in front, 17-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Irving. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Motion man, set right. On 2nd down, Baker. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. A give. This is Irving. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. They send Evans in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes they do, have the first down. A gain of 11 there, and a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Tampa.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, just buying a little extra time, waiting for his man to uncover on the back of the end zone, and then it just becomes, let's rip it and throw that ball in that window, because it might not stay open for long, but he puts it right where it needs to be. Touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Buccaneers 14. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On play action, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Once again, it's Gibbs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Goff to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he will go all the way. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. To return is Tucker. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Irving, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. They'll go again here with Irving. And he's going to have a bumped 1st down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
That is caught. He got Godwin. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. Second down throw for Mayfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line, and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch, and leads to a big gain.
They'll run with Irving. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Baker gonna hand it to White. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are able to get it back within a score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this